Hello, and welcome. Welcome all. It's the final day of the championships. All right, and we're expecting some good things, exciting things, perhaps a little bit of drama. All right, but it's the final day of the championship. So, welcome all. Let me know where you're tuned in from. As you enter, please remember to hit the like button, the share button, and of course, the subscription button. Is this what show more? Welcome to Voices. All right, as you can see there on screen, the women's high jump that is currently going, and we see Patterson there of Australia, Christina, Angelina, Elena there. All right, Morgan. So very much early in the context of the jump here, and so you can expect to see, some movement as they get, as they move that bar a little higher. All right, so welcome to Voices. All right, let me know where you're tuned in from. Let me know the event that you want to see. And as you enter, comment in the chat. I'm not seeing any new comments right now. But yes, guys, come on. Let me know where you're tuned in from. It's going to be lit. All right, it's going to be a lot of excitement as we witness the high jump final for women. We'll also see the 800 meters final for women, men's 5,000, 4x4s, 4x100, and more. Welcome, one, welcome all. We're so happy to have you guys here with us. Please remember right now to hit the like button, the share button, and of course, the subscription button. And let us just continue to grow stronger together. All right, so let me know the event that you are looking forward to seeing. Again, welcome one, welcome all, and welcome to Voices in Education. And don't worry, in a little bit, the voice will warm up. All right, so don't worry about that. And again, we're definitely happy to be here. And, we want you to be a part of all this excitement and more. So, again, welcome to Voices. All right, let me know if you're happy to be here as we continue to grow stronger together. All right, so right off the bat, we're expecting the 800 meters for women. All right, but we're going to go to some music right now while we just wait for that one. Welcome, welcome all. We're so happy to have you guys here with us. All right, welcome, welcome, welcome. And I'm seeing Suzanne there in the chat. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So, where are the Kenyans? Are you here? Mary Mora coming up in the 800 meters for women. Sage, Sarah Mora of Kenya. Keely Hodgkinson, Great Britain. Audrey, Switzerland. Georgia, Great Britain. Lillian, Kenya. Jessica Hull of Australia. All right, so we want to know who is going to take that one. All right, welcome one, welcome all. Let us just continue to grow stronger together. Kenya, are you here? I know Great Britain, London is here. All right, so Suzanne is here. Mindset Media, are you here? How about Soji? Soji, hope you're doing well. And, time for tea. All right, Tech Gaming, you're up and running. Come on, come on. How about John? Are you here? Garmel, Eco, come on, guys. Come on in the chat. Comment, comment. How about the Colonel? Are you here? One second, ever two or three. Big up, big up, big up. Welcome one, welcome all. We're so happy to have you guys here with us. Welcome to Voices. Kenya, we're calling out the Kenyans now. Are you here for Mary Mora, Sarah Mora, and Lillian Odira? Welcome to Voices in Education. And I hope you're hearing me loud and clear there in the chat. Let us just continue to grow stronger together. Guys, we would love to celebrate a milestone with you. I don't think it's hard. We can definitely do that. So let's get to 12K. It means that you have to like, and right off the bat, we have to get the numbers up and running. All right, so again, welcome one, welcome all. We're waiting, all right, for the 800 meters final for women. That will be the first event on the track. All right, so rock and come in, guys. And let us just continue to grow stronger together. So we're going to go to some music as we welcome you in. So one more time for some music and rock and come in, guys. Rock and come in. We're here and ready and waiting.
Hello and welcome, everyone. We're so happy that you're here with us. It's the final day here in Tokyo, and we are expecting some fireworks today as we are waiting for the 800 meters women that's coming up in a moment. Just drop in the chat and make sure that you hit us up and let us know who you're looking forward to seeing today on the track. In the meantime, though, guys, let us continue to hit the like button, hit the subscription button, and help this platform to grow. We are really happy to have you here with us, and we're looking forward to your support. And our aim is to get to 12K today. So let us work on that as soon as you come in. Once you haven't liked or subscribed, we're asking you to just hit those buttons, turn your post notification on so that we can connect later on for future events. So please hit us up in that regard. But we're definitely happy to have you here with us. Let us know what is happening in the chat. We want this space to be very interactive. So just let us know where you're tuned in from. Drop your flag and your country so that we can know who is here with us. Please represent your country in the chat and let us see who is here with us. At the same time, guys, we want us to keep the likes almost to one. So as soon as you're here, if you're here, please give us a like. So let us go. We're not up to 10 likes yet. So we need to get a few more persons just to hit that like button and let us keep it as close to 100% for the like for us because let us do it differently today. And as I said, if you haven't subscribed, what are you waiting for? We are ready to see what will happen in this final day. And we can't wait to see how this will unravel. So thank you so much for being here with us. Thank you to that person who just alike. We really appreciate what you did. But yes, we're a few moments away from the 800 meters women final. So that's where we're at. And we're hoping that, the athletes will go out there and do their best. And I'm telling you, this is going to be a cracker. 800 meters. And, what I love about the 800 meters event is that, it's almost like a sprint event, so to speak. The pace is so, his pace is so strong. And, athletes have to make sure that they put themselves in a prime position to execute, the last 100 or so to take the event. So usually it is a highly competitive, and we're looking forward to seeing who will take this one and rise to the top of the pile to become world champion. So that's what we're looking forward to. So lots of finals happening today. We have the 4x400 relays, the 4x100 relays coming up as well. Tell us what you're looking forward to seeing in the chat so that we can continue to go forward here. Make this space as interactive as possible. And we're looking forward to seeing, some of the regular supporters. And guys, for anyone who has been here with us for the entire time of the World Championships, we really appreciate you. You have really stick it out here with us, and we appreciate your support. If you're new here, we consider being a part of this platform. It's a safe space where we are able to talk and communicate, have meaningful discussion about, the whatever is going on, and we do that in a respectful way. And I think this is a place that you want to be. So thank you for being here with us. We really appreciate you.
All right, so we're definitely ready for the 800 meters final. and we'll be watching on screen. Shyla, welcome back. So Mary Mora, Kenya, Shyla, where are the other Kenyans though? Welcome, welcome to Voices. Suzanne is there with the Jamaican flag. So Kenya has three women in this one. So rock and come in, guys. Rock and come in. Hit the like button, hit the subscription button, and let us just continue to grow stronger together. And Kenya, you want to remain here too for the men's 5,000 meters. So in a little bit, we'll see the screen going there. All right, so the athletes, so Mary Mora out of two, there you go. And it's going, it's that time. Who will win? Your guess is as good as mine, but guess what? We will know in less than 700 meters. All right, so again, welcome to Voices. Who is going to take this one? It's Mary Mora, Keely, Audrey, as they get into that 300 meters. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We're so happy to have you guys here with us. And at 300 meters, it's Mary Mora, Keely, Audrey. All right, and we're expecting Jessica All to get somewhere up there as well. Welcome one, welcome all. All right, so as they go here, it is Mary, Mora, Keely, Audrey. They're in the number three spot. Remember, they're running for the gold, the silver, and the bronze. All right, let's see. Keely is in the number one spot right now, followed by Mary Mora, Georgia Bell. All right, so let's see what happens here as they get to that 600 meters mark. It's Keely, Mary, Georgia. Who will win this one? Kenya. Let us know in the chat, Kenya, loud and proud. All right, let us see what happens as they get to that 700-meter mark. It's Keely, Georgia, Mary Mora. All right, so we'll definitely see what happens here as they get closer to 800 meters. Who is going to take this one? All right, let us see, let us see. And look at that now. Look at that, Kenya. You come out for Mary Mora, but guess what? It's Lillian Odira with a what? A championship record. Kenya, talk up the things them. Sound up the big things them. Kenya, check, 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 check. Kenya, loud and proud. What a race. What a race. Well timed. Georgia there with a PB in the number two spot. All right, Keely. All right, in the number three spot. And let me tell you something, Lillian timed that race perfectly and just went ahead of the entire field. And it's another gold medal for Team Kenya. Odira. And what an upset! It's a gold for Kenya. Kenya is on top. All right, come on, guys. Hit the like button, hit the subscription button, and let us just continue to grow stronger together. And I just saw Beatrice there, Chebet. She was just jumping in the crowd there in the stands. So Kenya, loud and proud. Loud and proud there from Kenya. And what a race. What a race. What a race. Ovi, I am coming over to you. What a race.
Yeah, for sure. A brilliant run there by Odira. Timed it really perfectly and, came in with lots of energy in the last 40, 50 meters of the race and, passed out the other persons and, took the gold medal and looked like she could do another 400 meters, to be honest. She was looking that strong. She had lots left in the tank. The others were spent and she really ran a beautiful race and I tell you The Kenyans, they are up and running. They are up and celebrating. And congratulations to her. A brilliant run. Brilliant, brilliant run. She came off the final curve in about the third position. And then she, claimed the race.
Yes, fantastic. And let me tell you too, guess who is there as well? Guess who's also there in the crowd, in the stands, in the stadium? Guess who's also there, guys? Faith Kipyegon is there as well, cheering on the Kenyans, and I guess they get some time to enjoy these championships for sure. But let's see what happens here as we get to the 5,000 meters. And Kenya, as we enter and look at the start list here, we have Matthew Kipsang of Kenya, Biniam of Ethiopia. Ethiopia, are you here? Isaac of Belgium. Belgium, are you here? Cole of the USA. US, are you here? Jan of France. August of Ethiopia. Etienne of France. George of Great Britain. Nico of the US. Jacob of Norway. Grant of the US. Valentin of Uruguay. Bienvenidos a todos. Mike of the Netherlands. Birano of Bahrain, Jimmy of France, and Kai Robinson of Australia. So not the big things then. Are my doubles friends here, TNT or Jay? Are you locked in? Welcome to Voices. Robert Millington, are you here? Come on, guys. We need to get to 12K. So let's go, let's go, let's go. Please remember to hit the like button, the share button, and the subscription button. Not really seeing any new comments there in the chat. All right, Suzanne is saying Kenya to the world, and Ovi is saying okay. And let's go here. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. All right, welcome one, welcome all. And I'm going to just hop over to Ovi, and Ovi will let us know how many likes we have there and ask you guys to like. Over to you, Ovi.
Yes, guys, we are up and running, and support is the name of the game today. We're out, we're supporting all the athletes, all the countries, and guys, we're craving your support as well. As soon as you come on in here, let us hit up the likes. We're not yet in double figures, so just hit that thumbs up button. Help us to continue to grow. If you're here, you're loving what you're getting, you love what you're seeing, just hit the like button and help us to continue to grow here. We really, really appreciate you. And each and every like helps this platform to be a bigger and better space. And how we would want to do more for you, but we definitely need your support. Each like, each support, and each subscription, each share, and each time you're here, it makes us a stronger force to be reckoned with, and we definitely love having you here and love the support that we get from you. We're up to 11 likes now. Let's see if we can get that up to 50 before the next event comes up. So, guys, once you're here, you just asking you to like. So this is how we do it. You close the chat, hit that thumbs up button, and hit the subscription button as well. Turn your post notification on so you know when we're back on live. So we can definitely connect for future events as well. Because we are a family here. We want to keep things together. So guys, just give us your support. We definitely love your support. And guys, continue to stick and stay with Voices in Education. We're a family here and we want to get our family going and growing.
All right, fantastic. So if you're new here, we also do Diamond League events, right? So we're here for the season, guys. And so we just want to let you know that we're here, we'll be here. And definitely we are starting to plan for LA, right? 2028. And we want you to be on that journey with us. And guess what? Guess what? Imagine Voices in Education reporting live from LA 2028. How does that sound? Good, right? But guess what? We want you to send us there. Help send us to LA. Hit the like button, hit the subscription button, and let us just continue to grow stronger together. No, I'm not seeing anybody in the chat right now. Who is here? Knock, knock. Hello? Hello? It's me. Yeah, it's just me, Voices. And if you don't know by now, if you don't know this by now, the voice to wake up with. I can't sing, but I love to sing. Come on, I need to see a comment or two in the chat. Let's get 40 people to hit the like button and 40 to hit the subscription button. And in a little bit, we'll see the screen going. It's a 5,000 meters for men. Who is going to take this one? This one is going to be competitive, right? Sewn up the big things. We have the likes of in this one, Biniam. We also have Argos of Ethiopia. We also have Jacob there of Norway. That perhaps going to be, running a little bit hard. Grand Fisher is in this one. All right, Bailu. We have Jimmy there. So, man, this one is definitely open. And we also have Cole, but we'll see what happens here for sure. And Nico is in there. Lots of athletes. The Kenyan is in this one as well. So let us know, who is here, who is not. Jamaica, 876. Are you here? Still here? Bahamas, are you here? St. Lucia, Trinidad and Tobago. How about Barbados? Antigua and Barbuda. Where are you, Justin? Hello, guys. Welcome to Voices. We're happy to have you guys here. How about all my Caribbean countries, the Spice Island included? Welcome to Voices. How about Kenya, Nigeria, Botswana? Haven't seen you in a minute. It's been a minute. All right, let us know where you're tuning from. World, are you here? Welcome one, welcome all. We're so happy to have you guys here with us. As you see, 100 meters into this one, and we'll be watching along there on screen. 876 rep. All right, guys, as 200 meters, it's called Grand Kai. And remember, this is 5,000 meters. Welcome to Voices in Education. All right, so let's see what happens here. As they move to 300 meters, it's called Grand Kai. Top three there, again, running for the gold, the silver, and the bronze. Who is going to win this one? Your guess is as good as mine. All right, 400 meters, Cole, Grant, Nico. All right, so it's 1, 2, 3 Americans there, and we'll see what happens as they move to the 500 meters mark. And still pretty close, no distance, no big gaps. 500 meters, we have Cole, Grant, Nico. All right, so let's see how long the Americans will hold the top three spot. Will they maintain this to the end? All right, we'll definitely see what happens. 600 meters, and my question is answered in seconds. Kai of Australia moves into the number one spot, and look there as they get to 700 meters. It's Grant and Nico coming back in. Argos of Ethiopia and the Americans, they have to be careful. if it is that they want to be in this, they cannot be fighting for just settle and run. And you need that big opportunity to just take the leadership there. Grant Nico Agos, all right, so going into 900 meters. And let's see what happens as they get to that 1,000 meters mark. And I am not sure about Jacob. At 1,000 meters, we have Grant and Nico. So now they're trying to, have a little bit of gap, but not. And Ego is saying, no, 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 no. You two, you're not leaving me. So there's just a little bit of gap separating the top three, but not too much. All right. So after let's see, 1,100 coming up very shortly. All right, and we'll see here 1,200 Grant Nico Agos. All right, so the two Americans there, but the gap has dwindled somewhat, and it's like a straight line, guys. They're just running in a straight line, but I mean, they're going around the curve, but they're just behind each other. No groupings, pretty much. You might have a one and two, but they're pretty much behind each other right now. Just following the lead of now Nico. Grant moves into the number two spot. Agos there in number three. And I believe Agos is just comfortably there waiting in number three, watching those two guys, and he understands too that Nico coming in, Grant, so Agos is just waiting, I guess, for his moment to take over, not too perturbed and with the changing of the leadership, but just waiting for that moment to move into that leadership, into leading that race. So at 1,600, it's Nico, Grant, Agos. And again, I guess Agos there waiting for that perfect opportunity again to move forward. Let's see what happens. 1,700, Nico, Grant, Agos. And let's see, 1,800, it's Nico, Agos, Grant. All right, so Agos is saying, you know what? I need to get closer to the leader here. And we'll see what happens. At 1,900, Nico Agos Grant. At 2,000 meters, it's Nico Agos Grant. All right, so, all right, Young, they're still in the lead at 2,100 meters. Agos in the number two spot, Grant in the number three spot. And I suspect that Agos is saying, you know what, I need to separate these Americans. All right, and 2,200 meters, Agos now steps into the lead or runs into the lead. Grant in the number two spot, Nico in the number three spot. So let's see here. All right, so 2,400. It is Agos, Grant, Nico. And we are definitely watching this one. 2,500. Agos, Grant, Nico. And I am wondering if Agos went into that leadership just a little bit too quickly, but we'll see what happens. 2,600, Agos, Grant, Nico. All right, 2,700, Agos, Grant, Nico. And welcome one, welcome in the chat there. Like and subscribe, guys. Come on in the chat. We need people to hit the like button to get us up to 100 likes. Let's go, let's go. 2,800. It's Agus Grant Nico. All right, as they get to that 2,900 mark, it's Grant Agus Nico. And we'll see what happens as they get closer and closer to 5,000 meters, 3,000 meters coming up. And let's see here, it's Grant Agus and Biniam of Ethiopia steps up. So Nico has faded out of the top three there. And let's see what happens as they get to 3,100. So the Ethiopians, they're thinking, okay, we need to get there. Gold and silver, perhaps. We need to get and split up these Americans. All right, 3,100. Let's see, 3,200. It's Grant, Agos, Biniam. All right, so let's see here what happens in this one. Welcome to Voices. All right, let's see here as they get to that 3,400, 3,500. Let's see what we get here. 3,400, it's Grant, Biniam, and Belu of Bahrain. All right, we see Matthew of Kenya coming up. All right, who is here? US, are you here? Ethiopia, are you here? Bahrain, Kenya, are you here? All right, we see Biniam of Ethiopia now taking the lead. Grant, then Hagos. All right, so now at 3,600, it's Biniam, Belu, and Jacob. Wow. So this one is turning out to be a race for sure. Jacob goes into the number one spot. Will he take a lead here? As in a big lead. Matthew of Kenya in the number two spot. Biniam, all right, in the number three spot. And at 3,800, it's Jacob. Agos is saying, no, 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 no. I am in here. I'm still here, back in the number two spot. And Kipsang of Kenya there in the number three spot. And let's see here what happens for sure as they get to that 4,000 meters mark. And let us see here. Jacob is Jacob wanting to control this race at 4,000 meters. Agos in now comes Isaac of Belgium in the number two spot at 4,100. Agos in the number three spot, but I believe Jacob is saying, I'm slowing this one down. I'm taking leadership, not leading out too much, but I'm going to let you guys run my race. So that's a part of taking the leadership too, to kind of pace the race the way you'd want it. All right, as they head to 4,300, let's see what happens here. It's Jacob, Isaac, and Belu. Kipsang of Kenya in the number four spot there. And we're going to see what happens, all right, in this one for sure. And let me tell you, Jacob is letting these guys run his race. 4,400. It's Jacob, Isaac, Belu. And I suspect that Jacob will have to make a move now, or somebody will. All right, 4,500. It's Jacob, Isaac, Belu. All right, so the top three there. in the medal contention. So let's see. And that's what I told you. 4,600. It's Biniam, Isaac, Bailu. All right. Because Jacob, you, in the leadership at that point, you got to make a move or else. So he was there maintaining the pace but needed some energy. At 4,700, it's Biniam, Isaac, Bailu. And let's see what happens here as they get to that 4,800 meters mark. It's Biniam, Isaac, Jimmy. Wow. Let us see what happens here at 4,900. It's Isaac Cole. And look at that. Look at that. 5,000 meters. And look at that. It's Cole of the US taking this one. And let me tell you, Isaac of Belgium with a season best in the number 2 spot. And I told you, you got to look out for these athletes. They're there. And, timing is definitely important in this one. And yes, taking the leadership of the race and maintaining a pace is definitely important. But I can tell you, it was a race, and Cole decided that, hey, I'm going on the outside and I'm going to take this one. It was a fantastic run to see in a 5,000 meters race that suddenly turned out into a 100-meter sprint. I am telling you, it is no longer about the distance, but it was about the last few meters sprinting to the line. So we needed the likes of a oblique civil kind of top end speed there, or to kind of get us out. But what a race! What a race this was! It could have been anyone's race, but it was down to the one who can run that little sprint. I didn't know that we'll see a sprint in a 5,000 meters. That was fantastic. Ovi, I am coming over to you guys in the chat. Welcome, welcome. If you're still here, please remember to hit the like button, the share button, and of course, the subscription button as we continue to grow stronger together. Mark, welcome, welcome. All right, so Antigua locked in. Cezanne is still here. Welcome, guys. Let's get the likes up to 150 now, man. Ovi, over to you.
All right, thank you so much. A brilliant, brilliant run there from Cole. And, Isaac as well did really, really well. And, all the athletes did well. But as you mentioned, to be running 5,000 meters, to be running, let's say, 4,900, and, in the last couple hundred meters, or let's say the last 100 meter, the sprint that these guys put on, you have to credit them. It is not easy, but these guys go out there and they represented really, really well. I think Cole paced his race really well, and I made this move at about the 200 meters mark, and was able to take this one. But guys, when I look at this, it shows how dynamic athletics is, because usually these longer races you look forward to seeing Kenyans, the Ethiopians taking charge of those races, but now you can't rule out anyone. So everyone has to come with their A game and represent. But good running from all the athletes there, and really happy that they were able to represent themselves really, really well. I'm coming over to the chat now, guys. We need to get the likes up. Thank you. We're over 20 now. So let us continue to get the likes going. Hit the like button, hit the subscription button, and continue to help us to grow.
All right. So again, a fantastic run there for sure. Congratulations to Cole. Well done to Isaac, Jimmy, and all the other men who showed up and showed off in that race for sure. Welcome to Voices in Education. Please remember to hit the like button, the share button, and of course the subscription button as we continue to grow stronger together. So, guess what? All right, we have the men's discus throw that is coming up, and then we are going to go into the 4x4 in about 15 minutes. All right, so let me just give you a sense of the lineup here. And Jamaica, I don't know, but let us just take a look at this lineup here. And all right, let's just look at this lineup here. So the Americans, they'll be running from lane one with Vernon, Jackery, Caleb, Ray, Benjamin. So they're going for gold for sure. Portugal, Pedro, Omar. All right, and this looks like Coelho and Ricardo. So that's the Santos there of for Portugal. Then let's take a look at Team Jamaica. We have Delano Kennedy. All right, Javon Powell. Dennis is still there, and Rasheen McDonald. So now I was thinking Zandrian Barnes to come in for the Jamaicans, and I was thinking that they were going to take out, I believe, Dennis, because if my memory served me well, and I stand corrected here, his split was one of the slowest, and I was thinking that Jamaica was going to allow McDonald to start, right, to get a good going there, but we'll see how fast Rasheen is going to run. And, we're thinking about a medal here as opposed to coming in the number 5 or number 6 or number 4 spot. All right, but it is what it is. So want to hear from you guys in the context of the teams selection for the different countries. And I guess the focus here will be on US, Jamaica, Botswana. And look at Botswana here. They're starting out with Lee, then to Letsile to Bayapo, then to Busang. They're going to run for gold. All right, definitely Team Botswana there. Qatar is running from lane 6. And as you can see here, we have Amar, all right, Bassem, Ishmael, and Samba. All right, so they're going to be running very well. And then Belgium, Jonathan, Robin, Alexander, Daniel. South Africa will be in lane 8. All right, Pile. All right, Okan, Wade, Van Niekerk, and Nene. All right, so South Africa, they'll be running too. The Great Britain, Lee, Toby, Lewis, Charles. And again, we want to hear from you in the context. Let us see if we can get the heats here just to get a sense of the times, because I like to talk numbers and I know Ovi would like to talk numbers too. So we're going to look at the heat number 2 for the splits here with Jamaica. And see what I told you? Well, it was 45-17, 45-27 for Bovell. So I was thinking, yes, you take out Bovell. Why not enter take out Dennis as well and enter with Zandrian and as they did there with McDonald. All right. So because we want, to be there for sure in the context of things. So that's the situation there. The 45s, you perhaps want to remove to see how best you can go for a medal, and that's the difference. So we'll see what happens. And then the lineup I don't necessarily like, but I am going to hop over to you, Ovi. In the context of McDonald, we know what the team is now, so let me just go to the final team. for team Jamaica here. So we're going to see Kennedy, Javon, Joshana to Rasheen McDonald. Ovi, your take there on McDonald, at the end as opposed to any other position. Talk to us.
All right, interesting selections there for sure for the Jamaican team. And, the thing when it comes on to the relays, you have to just trust the people who are in charge, and they must have some hunch and know exactly what is happening there. So, the lineup is as is. McDonald has been doing well in there at Tokyo, so probably they're banking on him to continue his good work there. But they they're selected already, and I'm just going to just support them going forward and see how things goes. I know when it comes down to the relays in Jamaica, in particular, we have some, it's not always straightforward. So let's see how this one works out, and hopefully they will be able to get on the podium.
Well, I am not saying that I have the expertise of it, but what I am saying is that the lineup, I'm not sure what they're waiting for Rasheen to do at the end, if he's going to get the baton all the way. What I am saying here is Jamaica needs to get a good start, a good lead off, because the competition is going to be tough for them. All right, John Leone, welcome, welcome, welcome. So we have seen lineup with coaches sending out team and officials or whoever the Jamaican coaching management staff are sending out team and they just don't work out. So as a fan, I can say that, we don't necessarily trust them at all points. So Jamaica sometimes is like taking poison and waiting on busy in the context of these relays. But as you say there, Ovi, we'll hope for the best, but I am afraid that Jamaica might be behind with this baton to get to Rasheen McDonald. I don't know how much work McDonald can do in that latter part if it is that he's getting the baton not in a very good spot. All right, so we're getting closer and closer and closer to that moment, the 4x4. And guys, may I tell you saying we're not even at 50 likes. We're not there yet, guys. I want you to help us to get to 12K on this live. We can do it together. All right, so help us get there, guys. Hit the like button, hit the subscription button. All right, share, share, share. Tell a friend to tell another friend about the Voices in Education. Welcome one, welcome all. We're so, so happy to have you guys here with us. Let us just continue to grow stronger together. All right. And, we'll definitely see what happens for sure in this one. It's the 4x4 men that will come up. But, since we're waiting, I'm going to take a little peek and see what's going on with the 4x4 for women. The only person who I say that perhaps they could remove is Ranisha McGregor. And I don't know who they would put in for McGregor. Looks to be reigning there in Tokyo, and not good to get a baton around. So the guys will have to be extra careful and ensure that, I don't know how they're going to keep that not too wet there. But it is what it is, blessings on the final day. What more can I say but that? And on a day like this. So let's take a look at the lineup here, and I'm just going to see what's there for Team Jamaica because we're going to come back in a little bit here. So Jamaica, they brought in Andrenet Knight. Now, I guess that's the best they could do, and perhaps they're expecting that Andrenet Knight. And as I said, my only change would have been Ranisha. and Knight is coming in for Ronisha. Perhaps it's just like, hey, let's try this. I think that's a situation. So I wouldn't beat them too hard for that, because that's where I would make the change for sure. In the context of the team. So Jamaica now, they need to move out, and I think the change is going to come again with Stacey. Stacey is going to understand her role to run a very fast, fantastic leg to get to Nikisha Price, or to get that button to Knight, Knight to Price, and the price is right for us to get a medal. All right, so let's see. But the likes of Sydney McLaughlin, Fenke Ball, and they're placing a lot of towels on. I'm going to come over to Ovi for Ovi to tell us what is happening there. But they're covering the discus, that area, with a lot of towels because it's raining, raining, raining. So my God, my God, when it comes out to the relays. So I'm going to hop over to Ovi quickly here.
Yes, and yeah, there are lots of rainfall in there in Tokyo, and the officials are just making sure that the area that the athletes are going to be performing in is covered, not wanting the athletes to slip or slide and hurt themselves. So, taking the best route forward. And as you said, the circle there for the discus has been covered, and hopefully they'll get back to action pretty soon. And I am hearing voices alluding to the fact that the rain with the relays is not necessarily the best diet that we could be fed this morning. So we're hoping and trusting that there is no mishap with the relays going forward. Yesterday wasn't the best day for relays. I'm sure many of the teams would say, but you know let's hope for the best today as they continue to go forward. Guys, continue to hit the like button. We are 14 away from 150, and continue to just hit it. Let us get up to 50 before the start of the next event. But it is raining really heavily there in Tokyo, and I'm hoping that the athletes are able to, perform really well in those conditions. It's going to be a real test, and I'm just hoping that they will be safe and there will be no injuries coming in from any of those areas that they're performing in. So we're just continuing to look forward to see how things continue to unravel. But guys, continue to support us as we continue to move forward.
Sammy, welcome. I'm not Miss Know It All, you hear me? All right, welcome, welcome. So my understanding is that this stadium, I think the outer lane, so that would be about lane 9. The covering of the stadium extends to that outer lane, but I am not really seeing it. But can I tell you, it is raining so heavily. It is raining so heavily. And it's not a situation where this can be delayed, because people are going home. I guess people are traveling. So honestly, not the conditions that we would expect or we would want to see. But I don't know what the outcome is going to be here. All right. So again, but luckily it's the 4x4, but so they get to change over, but I am not too sure. I'm trying to see the inner lanes just to see if there is any water collection there. And but we're the athletes, trust me, kudos to all of them right now to be in all of that rain. The rain is falling. Jamaica, you're not alone. Big up the 876. And I wonder who is going to take this as their advantage. I don't know. All right, so we are going to get things going. All right, in a little moment. All right, you will see. Well, we'll try to give you the excitement as best as possible. All right, welcome one, welcome all. And John, I am seeing you there. Oh, about the marathon. All right. Thanks for sharing. All right, guys, come on. Hit the like button, hit the subscription button. Will it be Team USA, Portugal? Will it be Team Jamaica? How about Team Netherlands, Team Botswana? Will it be Team Qatar, Belgium, Team South Africa, or Great Britain? Welcome, welcome to Voices in Education. It's about to be lit. Welcome one, welcome all. We're so happy to have you guys here with us as they get ready to run. And the inner lanes seem to have a little bit of water there. So I'm not too sure. Perhaps they're going to try to keep it in lane two once they cross over. Let's see what happens in this one for sure. Welcome one, welcome all. We're so happy to have you guys here with us. The Jamaicans are in the crowd. The athletes are wet. And we perhaps say they're blessed. And they're still ready to give us a performance, and we hope that everyone will be okay at the end and they all get the baton around. All right, so athletes now are being called to their marks, and we're going to see what happens in this one for sure. Welcome one, welcome all, and let's see what happens. And the rain is coming down. Set, and off they go. All right, so in a little bit, I'll let you know what is happening there. So the athletes, they're out and they have to maintain their lanes at this point of the race. All right, so let us see as they get off this bend, and let's see who is coming in. And at this point, I'll say Jamaica is some distance behind. All right, so this looks to be South Africa. All right, we have like a top three here. So South Africa seem to be making the first change. Qatar somewhere there. Netherlands behind. Jamaica trying to get back into this one. And we'll see what happens. So let's seal it there as they cross over for Botswana. Let's see if it's the US, then Botswana, then South Africa. All right, Jamaica seems to be in about number 6 there at the moment. So they will have to run, and this was what I was talking about. We needed to have a fast legs there on the start to get that stick around, and that was why. It's not that I know it all, but you have to understand the numbers and what you can get from the numbers and who is also out there running. All right, so USA and Botswana side by side. USA takes the lead, but Team Botswana is there. Those two are some distance away, and it's going to be a big battle. Wade Van Niekerk in the number 3 spot there for South Africa. So it's USA now ahead of Botswana. Botswana ahead of South Africa. All right, and they go around here. Let's see what will happen in the context of this one. It's America, Botswana, South Africa coming up as they make the final change. Rai Benjamin takes it for the US. And let's see what McDonald can do with so much work to get back in this one. It's Rai. All right, and Rasheen is definitely running. And we'll see what happens, but so away. And look at South Africa. So Botswana, it's the US, Botswana, South Africa, those three teams, they're away from the rest of the field right now. and it's going to be decided, among these three teams. Look at South Africa going around. Rai is trying to hold on for the US. South Africa is going, so is Botswana. US is fading. South Africa, Botswana, South Africa, then Team USA. My. What a race! Oh my God, it's 2:57:76. Oh my. And Team Botswana, they are jumping in the rain. And I tell you about Jamaica taking poison and waiting and busy, guys. When I talk sometimes, okay, the screen is not back yet. We're gonna try to get back that screen for you guys. All right, so and Rye is pretty much faded there. So well, the American got second. That's I thought they were in. Oh, it's the same time, and they gave South Africa the number 3 spot, but it looked to me as if South Africa got over. But no question about the Botswana, the team Botswana there for sure. So we're trying to get that screen up and running for you. And Ovi, I am going to come over to you in a little bit there, but I am telling you, it is what it is there. And unfortunately, the Jamaicans, they finished in the number 7 spot. And again, it is what it is. And I'm hopping over to you. Congratulations to Team Botswana. Well done to the US, South Africa, and all the other countries in this one for sure. Ovid, talk to us.
Yeah, brilliant run there from Botswana. They really did well. They came back well. I think Tobago ran a good second leg there to get them back into medal contention, and that's where things happened for them. The other athletes were really solid as well. It was a three man race for the last 200 meters. South Africa did really well coming on the outside to put lots of pressure on Botswana and the USA. But I think probably made the move a little bit too early. I'm not sure, but wasn't able to go right through, and the US barely holding on to the second position. And Botswana really surging ahead in the last 50 or so meters. But it was a brilliant race, and this is how you want the relays to be: very competitive, and they put their all in it, and that's what we're saying there. But a brilliant run from the athletes there, and it's really close for second place. They're really close, and you'll see that by the time that is given. They're both teams given the similar times for that one. So yes, coming back over to you.
Wow, definitely. Rai is a little bit disappointed, but he did not have the energy to just keep going. And again, obviously, perhaps a little bit disappointed in this one, but it is what it is. And John is sharing there if it was raining in Berlin. All right, Kenyan runner. Okay, would have broken the record. All right, Suzanne, welcome. Yes, McDonald run. All right, Anne Marie, welcome. Happy to have you guys here with us. Continue, guys, to hit us up in the chat, hit the like button, hit the subscription button, and let us just continue to grow stronger together. All right, so we're here, and it's going to be the women's event that comes up next. We're expecting to see in this one France, and they are running Alex, Fanny, Louise, and Amandine. Italy running from lane 3. They're running Anna, Virginia, Eliza, and Alice. Poland, they're running Anna, Alicia, Justina, and Natalia. The US, they're running Isabella, Lena, Alia, and Sydney McLaughlin on that final leg. Jamaica, they're running Dejane, Stacian, Andronette, and Nikisha on that final leg. Norway, they're running Josephine, Amali, Astrid, and Henriette. All right, on that final leg. And in lane 8, Naomi, Inke, Camille, Elena for Belgium. Then the Dutch, Netherlands, they go with Evelyn, Lieke, Lisanne, and Fenke on that final leg. All right, so we'll see what happens when Fenke meets up with McLaughlin, Levron, and the price is right. We'll see what happens. So they just need to get the stick around. I think Jamaica has a good chance of medaling in this one for sure. And we see Team Jamaica, the 4x1 relay for women team, arriving there. And it looks like I am going to take a quick peek, guys. I'm not going to say what I'm going to say, but let me just take a quick look on, the four by ones. Let's just take a quick look here on Team Jamaica. And yeah, that is it. Shelly, Tia, Tina, Janelle. So we'll see. Because I said I took a quick look and I recognized, but I just wanted to see what the situation. But I would do it, but I would do it a little bit differently. But given that this is how it is coming, I can work with this. I can work with this one. But as I said, I would do it just a little, but Shelly should be starting. And yeah. So I think they have been listening to me somewhat. Somewhat, just somewhat. So let's see what happens. But we're going to go back to the women's 4x4 because we got to get there first. All right. So again, welcome one, welcome all. We're so happy to have you guys here with us. Please remember to hit the like button, the share button, and of course the subscription button as we continue to grow stronger together. But I'm seeing quite a few Jamaicans. The Americans, I should have checked there. So let me just quickly go back. I saw it, but perhaps just did not look. All right, I see TT Terry there coming off the bus. And so Jefferson is on the start. TT Terry, Kayla White to Shakari Richardson. So I think this is their best setup. All right, but we're going to go back to the 4x4. All right, so in a little bit, we should have this one going. So the rain perhaps is not so heavy right now, so that's good. And we'll definitely see what happens. Again, welcome. Suzanne, we're not yet at the 4x1, all right? Thank you, Sammy. And Sammy, where are you tuned in from? You said Africa. We're in Africa. Hello and welcome to Voices in Education, Sammy. I am Voices, all right, not Miss Know It All. I learned from you guys, all right, Sammy? Welcome one, welcome. Or is that your way of saying? Okay, you were right. Welcome. So happy to have you guys here with us. And the rain is still falling. The rain is falling. All right, the athletes, they're not alone because we are here. Voices in Education is here and we're up and running. Let us know where you're tuned in from. We would love to give you a big Voices in Education. Welcome. All right, it's about to be lit. It's another excitement. And let me know if you want the excitement. We don't want the drama, but my co-host will tell you that with relays, we get a little bit of drama, especially with the 4x1s, and we'll see what happens for sure. Welcome one, welcome all. We're so happy to have you guys here with us. Let us just continue to grow stronger together. Please remember to hit the like button, the share button, and of course the subscription button as we get ready for the 4x4 for women. All right, so now is your time to hit the like button, to hit the subscription button, and let's go. So, Kenya, okay, welcome, Sammy. Team Kenya is here, loud and proud. All right, so Team Kenya, loud and proud. All right, so happy to have you here with us for sure. Guys, let's keep going. We need to get the likes up to 100. Everything we do, we'll give you full 100. Full 100. Right now, if we get 15 more subscriptions, we get to 800, and it means we need about 215 more to get to that 12K mark. So come on, guys. Come on, guys. We can do it together. Can we get the, remember, it's the final day too. So can we get the number up? Let's get to 500. Can we get to 500 on this live? We can do it. So if everyone here shares, we'll get to like about 250. And when that 250 comes, we ask again for another share. You see what I'm saying? We'll double the number there to 500. So let's go, let's go, let's go. All right, as we get this one, and Italy, they're doing their thing. They have a little vibe there, Team Italy. And we go over to the French team. All right, they're pretty much saying bonjour, comment ça va? All right, ça va bien, merci. All right, oui. Welcome, welcome, USA. They're ready to go. And let's see what will happen in this one for sure. Again, welcome one, welcome all. I'm seeing Stacy. Stacy's ready to get to business for Jamaica. So the athletes, they're being called to their marks. And let's see what happens in this one for sure. Who will win? Your guess is as good as mine. We'll know in about 2 minutes, 59, 58 there-ish. Let's see what happens. They're off, guys. Clean start. First time of asking. And we'll see what happens as they maintain their lanes here. And we're trying to figure out, let's see what happens as they get off this curve here. Dejanay Oakley is doing pretty well for Jamaica here at this point. And let's see what happens here. But it looks to be Netherlands who will come off that bend first. Oakley is running like in the number 2 spot and catching up the Netherlands. So not too bad here. It's going to be close for the changeover. But let's see what happens as they get to Stacy. Stacy should be doing a fantastic run for Team Jamaica. Let's see what happens. So it's the US and Jamaica right now as they go over. Let us see here. It's the Americans. They are out ahead here of the Jamaicans. And let's see what happens here. Jamaica wants to get a medal from this one. And it's the Americans. They are away. Jamaica in the number 2 spot, some distance away too. But Stacey would want to close that gap for sure. All right, so that's, I believe, Lena Irby Jackson there on the second leg for the US. The Netherlands, they're running, so Stacey needs to run a little bit more. All right, so it's the Americans who are going to change over first. Let's see here. All right, what will happen with Andrenet Knight? And let's see. Knight will have to run pretty hard. And the Americans, they are out and away. I believe this is Clava for the Netherlands here and on the third leg. But let's see, Andrenet just needs to run a little bit harder. I know she's doing her best for Team Jamaica. And let's see here, and looks to not be Clava, so we can get some distance there on the Netherlands for sure. All right, maybe Clava did the second leg for the Netherlands. So Jamaica, run, 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 and let the price is right. Oh my God, she's fading. Andrenet is fading, fading, fading. So Nikisha now is going to have a hard task because it's bankable. So if Jamaica can hold on to that silver, good, but perhaps a bronze, we're still happy for that. Sydney McLaughlin is away, and I know it will be Sydney on the clock. McLaughlin on the clock right now. So the price is right, is in the number 2 spot. Bankable is some distance away, but I know Fenke will be coming. The Price is Right is moving. So let's see here what happens. So the Price is Right is moving, and the Price is Right is saying, catch me if you can. Fenke is coming. Run, Nikki, run. Fenke is coming. Sydney is away. Let's see. Jamaica is going for silver, and Price is right with the silver there for Jamaica. What a run. What a run. What a run. So congratulations to Team USA, and guess what? They got a championship record 31661. And you know that Sydney would be running with the clock there. Jamaica, fantastic with a silver 31925. All right, and a season best time. The Netherlands also with a season best time 32018 for the bronze. Let us see. Ovi, I'm going to up over to you. I believe we should have those times on screen. Over to you, Ovi.
Yeah, brilliant run here. To be honest, I was thinking Jamaica would be in the third position. I think this is a good result, that second position there. And, kudos to the athletes from Jamaica. They did really, really well. But, the difference in this race was really that leg that was run by Jackson of USA, a brilliant second leg, and took the US away from the rest of the field. And, once they got a lead of about 20 meters or so, handing over to Sydney, it is curtains there. But, credit must be given to Nikisha Price because she held off Fenke Ball. I expected Fenke to close that gap down, but, Nikisha held her off really, really well, and Jamaica putting in a commendable performance for second. Well done to the Netherlands as well, and a brilliant run for the athletes there. And the relay is always interesting, guys. It's always interesting to have you guys here with us too. So thank you for sticking and staying with us. Hit us up on the like button. Let us know how we're doing. Show us by liking. Get us up to 100 likes before we get into the 4x1s, and we'd really be happy for that. But thank you for their support. Your support is always appreciated.
Fantastic. And just looking to Stacy, came in and made a difference for Team Jamaica as she did in the semis, all right, in the heats there. And for sure, Team Jamaica, when you look at the splits there, Stacy 49-59, Nikisha Price 48-50, and you see Andrenet. So that third leg has always been, the issue there, but for sure so that's why I was saying McGregor, I couldn't really find that athlete to really come in to make that difference. And so it was like, if we can maintain this spot, but they did fantastic for sure to cop that silver medal. But expected the US there, and as Ovi mentioned, Lena Irby, trust me, that was a big difference on the team for Team USA, and that showed up for sure in that championship record. And again, another fantastic run from the Americans. But what can I say? 876 rep, 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 rep. And it's always good to see Sydney smiling at the end of these races, because once the race is like at the beginning there, and the Jamaicans for sure, they decide that, what? I need to take my photo. All right, and we need to take some photo, some selfie. All right, so for sure, it was a fantastic run there. So what is going to happen now, all right, is the decathlon, all right, 1500 for men, and so this is the decathlon event, so a series of events there. That's what's coming up. But for sure, we are going to talk about we are going to talk about for sure the the relays coming up, and we want you to be a part of that conversation. So I'm looking in the chat here and I am seeing Cezanne, Jamaica to the world. Is this you? Welcome. Tech Gaming, happy to have you here. You finally wake up. And 876 to the world. Sound up the big things, them. Check, 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 check. All right, tech, 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 tech. Delia, welcome. Bop, bop, bop. Team Jamaica for sure. And Delia is saying proud of our athletes. And Max Morgan there, 876 large and in charge. All right, so I like it, but you know what I don't like? We're not yet at 100 so likes, right? We don't like it. Talk truth. Me not like it, man. Talk truth. All right, guys, come on, hit the like button, hit the subscription button, and let us just continue to grow stronger together. It's the final day of the championships, and Tech Gaming is saying you are doing a wonderful job. Respect to you guys. So pick up yourself, Obi. All right, so we like that, and we wanted to show us in the likes too and the subscription. We do it for the love and we do it for the likes. We do it for the love and we do it for the likes and the subscriptions too. All right. Welcome. Sammy is saying kudos, Jamaica. Thank you, Sammy. All right. Kenya, loud and proud, is still here with us. Ovi, and guys, I know it's a 1500 decathlon, so we're going to come back once that event is ready, but we're going to just hop over to the 4 by 100 so you guys can see the lineup. All right, so for Canada, you can see there, but I guess the big issue is going to come. I guess we can look at Great Britain: Dina Asher, Amy Hunt, Desiree Henry, Daryl Nita. Team USA: Melissa Jefferson, TT Terry, Kayla White, Shakari Richardson. Jamaica: Shelly-Ann Fraser-Price, Tia Clayton, Tina Clayton, Janelle Smith. And I think, given the lineup, I guess I can live with this for Team Jamaica. And sometimes they say you win some, you lose some. And I think that I was hearing otherwise, especially with the anchor, and I was saying no, no. But in the context of the ladies here, Shelly is perhaps going to be in that number 2 spot there, because Jefferson is going to run pretty hard with that start. And then when it goes now, TT Terry is going to have a little head start. So I like Tia there to kind of get closer to her. The only issue now is with, I would think, with Janelle Smith. So Janelle should get that baton ahead of Shakari, I am assuming, or just about on the same pace. The way I saw Janelle run in the heat, she looked pretty good in that context. So no Sharika here. Not really a surprise. Garmel, are you here? And so just to let you see here, so Janelle ran at 10:04. All right, so that was the time she ran and she looked pretty good. Jadine started with 11:33. So Shelly will have to do better there. And let's just look at Shakari's split. So that was 10:04. And let's just look at heat 2 for Shakari there. So Shakari did 10:14. All right, Kayla White did 10:35. But look at TT Terry, 9:86. So TT Terry, as I tell you, is like she's a relay specialist, when it comes on to the US. So TT Terry doing 9:86 there. All right, so we're looking at the numbers here. Again, numbers game. So Kayla doing 10:35 on that final leg, TT doing 9:86. And if I hop over back here to Team Jamaica, Tia did 10:32, so was not able to outdo TT with that 9:86. And now we're talking about Jefferson. So the Americans, they're going to be in the lead. All right, so when we look at it that way, unless that wet button, and they need to hold on to that stick because that's so we're talking about the numbers and the speed. So the Americans, they're going to be in the lead. No, Tina Clayton is going to close in on that should close in on Kayla White. Kayla White did, I believe, 10:35. So with Tina doing 10:11, she should be able to close in on Kayla White there and perhaps just get about on the same pace. So maybe that baton to Janil and Shakari perhaps going to be just about at the same, it's going to be done just about the same time. And we are banking on that 10:04 that Janil ran compared to Shakari's 10:14 for Jamaica to take home gold. I don't know if you guys see what I'm saying from the numbers. So the idea here is that the Americans, they're going to be in the lead. They're going to get a good start. TT Terry is going to burn up that back stretch. And then the once Tia passes to Tina, that's where we should see Jamaicans closing in and perhaps getting a little edge or maybe just be on par with handing over the baton. And so if they're on par handing over the baton at the same time, just looking at what Janil ran yesterday, that 10:07, was it 10:07 or 10:04? 10:04, and what Shakari did with 10:14, we're saying Janil should be able to get the goal because we kind of have similar athletes at the end. So let's see, what the season can do for the Jamaicans in that regard. Ovi, I'm going to hop over to you in the context of this one, but the decathlon there is going on, just to let you know, and we're going to have that on screen so that you can see the 1500 meters. So that is going on. Ovi, I am coming over to you.
Yeah, the relays are going to be really interesting. So if we're working based on the numbers that you presented just now, there are going to be two critical legs, I believe. I think the start by Shelley, if Shelley is able to execute a great start and not give up too much lead against Jefferson, that will do a world of good for the Jamaican relay team. And on the backstretch with Clayton and TT Terry, TT Terry's record on the backstretch is superior. It's really phenomenal. So with that there, if Jamaica can hold that lead down, if US gets it around and Jamaica gets it around, if they can hold the lead as minimal as possible, keep it as minimal as possible. And I think the backstretch is going to be an interesting run. I think Clayton is up for TT Terry on that backstretch. So the thing is, I am foreseeing. I know Shelley's a good starter, and Jefferson is in the peak, the form of her life. So if Shelley can keep it close there, and Clayton can keep it close on the backstretch, then it's going to be Jamaica's race to lose because I think we have a superior athlete on the third leg in terms of Clayton on the third leg there, and that's where Jamaica will have to capitalize. They need Clayton to run a brilliant curve, and once she gets that curve run really well, then handing over to the final to the anchor leg runner there. Once the anchor leg runner has a lead for 2 to 3 meters, I'm thinking that it will be Jamaica's race. So it's going to be close though. I think it's going to be close between Jamaica and US in this one if the baton is brought around safely. But you know the relay is always interesting, and you know everything you need to get everything almost perfectly right. And let's see how that one will pan out.
All right, guys. So we that was the 1500 meters decathlon, and again you can see the times there and the points there as well. So we're going to shift focus now to the 4 by 100. All right, so that's the next event, and that comes up in about 11 minutes or so, yeah, in about 11 minutes. So we'll get that opportunity to just talk a little bit more about this one for sure. Welcome, one, welcome all. Please remember to hit the like button, the share button, and of course, the subscription button as we continue to grow stronger together. And Suzanne is sharing that Melissa is going to give them a lead, and that's the expectation there. And the Tech Game is saying, I love the prices, right? Congratulations with plenty of love. Cezanne, London here for sure. All right. And Delia is saying, yes, true. You are the best. Love your analysis, coverage, energy. Good job. Thank you so much, Delia. And we go over to Tech Gaming. Come on, 876. Let us run. All right. And again, we're here. Welcome one, welcome all. All right, so we're getting ready for the women's 4 by 100 meters. So, some things that we need to talk about here is one, the track is wet. The ladies, they need to get the baton around. All right, it is also important, right, for them to run a good race, stay in their lane. All right, so again, welcome if you're just tuning in, guys. We're about to see what will happen, but it's not raining. I'm trying to see, perhaps the rain has stopped, maybe just drizzling. But you know, the track is wet, and you know, the ladies, they will have to run in that condition for sure. And in the context of the lanes, Jamaica will be running from lane 6. So that's not bad. It's still raining, but not as heavily. All right, so I am expecting that perhaps lane 1, you know, it's going to be perhaps have a little water there. So Jamaica in 6, not bad, but I know that the official, the team there, they'll be drying and blowing. the water to ensure that it is good for the athletes. But still, I am happy that they're not in the that inner lane there for sure. So they're drying and they're doing their best to ensure that the water, we don't have any pools of water there for the athletes, so that is definitely good. All right, so Shelly will be ahead of Jefferson, so she just has to run the race of her life. What that means in this context is to just go as hard as possible. And we know it's not the 10, perhaps we're not going to get, that 10-6 form, but she has to go as hard as possible. Jefferson will be in five looking and trying to get to Price. Yes, it's Shelly and Fraser Price. I was like, oh, the price is right. But yeah, the price is right here too. All right, the GOAT. All right, in this one for sure. All right, so again, guys, welcome one, welcome all. This one goes in about 6 minutes. All right, we should have this one, and we want to hear from you. So we're in the chat here, and I am seeing Tech Gaming is saying, Lord, please, all right, give those 876 legs the strength they need today. Thank you, Lord. Blessings, blessings. Amen and amen. We need the strength today, Lord. All right, with Christ in the vessel, what they say we can do, we can smile at the storm. Welcome, one, welcome all. We're so happy to have you guys here with us. Let us just continue to grow stronger together. Welcome, welcome to Voices. All right, remember, of all the available choices, you got to like, share, and subscribe to Voices. That's courtesy of Robert Millington. Big up you. Robert, are you here locked in? Mindset, are you here? John, are you still here? Cezanne, are you still here? Tech Gaming, you're still there? Eco, come on in and let me tell you, the rain is coming down harder, guys. Oh my word. Well, they say any weather, Where I say any weather like cartel, no, the cartel there, any weather. All right, the any weather like cartel, we I say. Right now, Jamaica, just bust the cartel, that like a part that we say any weather. And let's go, 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 go. All right, any weather, rain or shine. Jamaica to the world, all right. The black, green, and gold for sure. And we're seeing where is that the high jump perhaps has been suspended due to the weather. All right, so we'll definitely keep focus on that. So I think that's the maybe it's the high jump. Yeah, and that has been suspended due to the weather. So I am not too sure if they're going to run the athletes in the rain. Well, I guess they're going to run the track. All right. And Suzanne is saying Great Britain can run to in look at them. Oh, definitely. Dina Asha is perhaps might even hand over that baton before Shelley, or perhaps on the same Amy Hunt. They have Amy Hunt there. I was thinking that perhaps Amy and Shelly is ensuring that she dry off the battalion of people. Shelly call over the official and say, listen, dry this off, but it's still wet. And unless she's going to tuck it in her, in her bib there or something. But Shelly asked him to dry it off. And it is wet. I am telling you, it is wet. Melissa Jefferson there, just bouncing, and that's her normal thing, and I guess that's what keeps her calm. But Shelly is shaking her head, saying, "No, come on, Shelly, don't say no. The rain is falling. You're not alone." Because guess what? Voices is definitely here. Guys, let me tell you, the rain is pelting, raining cats and dogs. Oh, what a rain. Really, really, I am telling you, it's raining so hard. It's as if perhaps you're looking and I wonder if he has to write because it's just raining, raining, raining. But it is what it is. It's going to be it. And you got to get the stick around. It's going to be wet, wet, wet. And I hope that all the athletes, they get all the countries, they get the stick around. All right, so we'll see what happens. So Canada in 2, Poland in 3, Great Britain in 4, the US in 5, and then we have Jamaica in 6, Spain in 7, Germany in 8, France in 9. So we're expecting to see US, Jamaica, Great Britain, perhaps look for Germany maybe there on the outside. All right, so we'll definitely see what happens for sure in this one. Welcome one, welcome all. It's raining there in Japan, in Tokyo, but again, it is what it is. Again, welcome, welcome, welcome to Voices and Shelly and Fraser Price, all smiles, and Tia Clayton there. We'll get the baton, then Tina Clayton, then Janelle Smith. And let me tell you, Jefferson has the baton stored. All right, no rain. And I guess that's the expectation there. And the ladies, they have their hands tucked in. All right, to receive that baton as dry as possible. I know once they stretch their hand out, it's going to be a bit wet, but they are keeping their hands dry to collect that baton. I know Shelly will definitely advise the team in terms of recommendations and what they should do at this point for sure. All right, so in a little bit, guys. We're going to have this one going. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And we'll see what happens. We are praying that they all get the baton around. All right, but welcome, welcome, welcome. It's the 4 by 100 meters relay. Who will win? That's a big question. All right, in about 41 seconds. All right, we'll know. All right, so that's a big question there as they get off and about to be called to their marks for this one. So the athletes now going on their marks. Again, welcome one, welcome all. So happy to have you guys here with us. Let us just continue to grow stronger together and let's see what happens in this one. Are you ready? It's now or never. All right, so hit the like button, hit the share button, hit the subscription button as we give you the best that we can. All right, the athletes now set. And off they go. Clean start. First time of asking. And Shelly is running. Shelly is running, running, running. And listen to me, man. All right. It looks to be Jamaica who is in the lead at this point. It looks to be Team Jamaica. And let's see what happens here. A little bit of mishap there with the baton change, but Kayla White is running hard. But let me tell you, it's going to be Jamaica handing over first. And a little bit of conservative pass there. Will Janelle outrun Shakari? Janelle is running. Janelle is running. No, she does not get there on time. So the Americans, they take this one, and Janelle is mad. But it is what it is. It's the USA getting it. 41-75. Jamaica with a season best 41-79. Germany 41-87. There were a little and I guess because the Jamaicans, they wanted to be safe, they were just a little bit too conservative with the baton changes, and so that perhaps cost them the goal there, but a fantastic run given all the conditions. What more can you ask for? And Janelle, had it on Shakari. All right, but a fantastic championship. Shelly did well, as you can see there, for the splits. TT Terry 993 1008 for Shakari Jefferson 1138. If that is right, Kayla White 1036. When we look at the Jamaicans, so Shelly did 1132. So Shelly outran Jefferson if we're looking at that, because Shelly led off pretty well. So you see now the difference there, and we look at Shakari. Shakari did 1008, Janelle did 1013. So that's where we're saying that the difference would come. And for this one, Shakari got the better of Janelle here, because Janelle did not run our 1004 or somewhere there, at least lower than Shakari, that we would expect. When we look at Tina and Tia, 1016, 1018. So we see there that TT Terry, she made up for what Jefferson did not do in that little first part there as expected. And Shelly and their hugging Team Jamaica and Team USA share hugs, and that is definitely good to see. But it's a gold medal, and obviously the training partners they're happy about that for sure. And Ovi, I am going to come over to you.
All right, a brilliant race, but I am almost sure that Tina almost lost the baton on the second leg there. I'm going to look at the replays to see how that one worked, but I'm almost sure I saw her adjusting the baton. But I think Jamaica had what it had all the bases covered, but a few little mishaps during the race cost them the race, and that's the thing. You might have the athletes, but you have to get the baton around efficiently. But they did really well, and as what we said earlier too, not the best conditions to be running in, and good to see the athletes coming out and doing well. Shelley really did well there on the first leg. The other athletes really come into the party as well. So really, really good performance right throughout. But the US team was the one that would have would be selected to beat Jamaica if you were a betting person, and that's pretty much how it went, and that's how it is. So it's US taking the first position, Jamaica getting another silver medal. So coming back over to you.
Yes, and as I mentioned, in the context of this one, that we had to look for the team on the outside there, Germany. They came in to get that bronze medal, but what a championships, for Team Jamaica. Well done, well done. Congratulations to Team USA. They did fantastic. And yes, Ovi, I agree. I'm not sure if I saw that, but I know tis that in the context of the baton changes, they weren't smooth for the Jamaicans, and I guess it's wet and they don't want it to fall, because if it falls, then they're out of the medals, out of the race. So I guess one could trade a silver for not getting anything at all. But what a championship so far. And let me see here. And Simone is saying stupid lineup. Why Clayton didn't end it. I think I was the one always saying that we should have the Clayton twins, 3 and 4. But once I see how the US, they're doing that, we are definitely here saying that, you know, um, it was perhaps the best lineup for Jamaica. It's the baton changes in that regard. And let me tell you something. Jamaica lost it at the, was it like the third leg? Well, the last leg, the second leg. No, but that's where TT Terry was burning up. But then the twin sister came back in there and got it. But Ovi, I'm going to come over to you. Perhaps you'll be able to better share in that context.
Yeah, based on what's happening, it was in the first leg, it was Asher Smith that got the best first leg results for Great Britain there. And Shelley, I think, was either the second or third, second, in terms of that first leg. So Shelley represented really well on the second, on the first leg. The second leg, I think it was an athlete from Germany who got the fastest split in that one. I think Hazer, I'm not remembering the name so very well. So that's what happened there. So yes, and then I think that's where we lost it a little bit. I think Clayton. I'm almost sure. I want to see the replay. I haven't seen it. I think the button. She made sure that she had it secure, and I think that's where she lost a little bit of ground on the back stretch there. But I was expecting TT Terry to be the best on that one, but it was out of Jamaica and US hands in terms of that leg there. The third leg, though, Clayton did really well on that third leg. The handover at the third to fourth, I'm not thinking that was the smoothest. It was a little bit sluggish, and that's where Shakari got the lead. Smith ran really well on the last leg, I would say, after the baton exchange. But that the extra time they took to switch over the baton, I think that's what cost Jamaica the race. Overall. So two things that I think we that made Jamaica not get the gold medal there on that backstretch with Tia. I think on that backstretch she adjusted the button and then the final changeover from Tina to Smith wasn't the smoothest. I think that's where it went for us. But overall, guys, it's wet conditions. Rain is pelting, and the ladies did really, really well.
All right, so we're going to switch to the 4x1 for men. And let me tell you, when Shelly passed that baton, so it was from sister to sister where they had that mishap. All right, so that was the issue. One was running, and that baton could have gone, So those two, that's where Jamaica lost it from sister to sister. So from Clayton to Clayton, second to third leg, that's where they lost the race there. All right, so it's not about Janelle. That's where they lost the race. Melissa Jefferson wasn't her flying start. So the US, they were in the number 3 spot. And let me tell you, Shelly did what she had to. Shelly said, run. I'm trying to read her reaction. But for sure, it was definitely a fantastic one. Let me up.
Yes, and it's kind of bittersweet for me just looking back at the change between the sisters just now. But it wasn't the best change, and I think probably the two last changes for Jamaica, now seeing the replay, that was why that was significant. But I could see one sister holding the incoming sister holding the outgoing sister's hand to ensure that the baton got in there. So why I'm saying it is bittersweet, that took some time, but it also ensured that the baton didn't fall. So overall, guys, we have to be thankful for that silver medal. It could have gone other way.
Yeah, for sure. And I'm happy, and that's what should happen. The incoming runner should ensure that the baton is securely placed in the outgoing runner's hand, unlike what we saw with the men yesterday, where the incoming runner did not ensure that the baton was secured, right? And so in that context, the twins, they're young, but their experience is beyond what you would expect here, because that baton, as Ovishir, that could have gone to the ground and Jamaica would be out. But the incoming runner said, and then it's good too that they kind of did that conservative. So the conservative, from my understanding, is that they tried to pass very early before getting to that mark. So it gives them time to correct. And that's how the sister could hold on to the hand and say, here it is, hold it, and make sure that it was well secured. Now we're going to transition to the 4x1 for men. No team 876, but the show must go on. Running from lane 2, France, lane 3, Australia, lane 4, Japan, lane 5, the Canada well built um relay team. All right, Aaron Brown, Jerome Blake, Brendan Rodney, Andre DeGrasse. All right, and Ghana in 6, 7, the USA, and they're starting off pretty good with Coleman. They have Kenny on the second leg, Courtney on the third, Lyles to end. Netherlands, they're there as well. Germany, they're also there as well. So we're going to see this one unfold in a little bit. Welcome one, welcome all. If you have not yet hit the like button, what are you waiting for? You gotta like now. All right, I am looking here. Emmanuel is saying, listen to the voices. Thank you so much, Emmanuel. All right, Tech Gaming is saying they did well, very well indeed. Ghana with cousin. All right, welcome one, welcome all. All right, we're so happy to have you guys here with us. It's the final event on the track. All right, if you have not yet hit the like button, what are you waiting for? Hit the like button and the subscription button now. And let me tell you, the Japanese, they're in this one and they're closing out the show big, and I'm sure they'll like a medal. Will there be any drama in this one? I don't know. Come on, guys. Let's get the likes up to 100. And while you're doing that, hit the subscription button. We're barely over 63. So we need about, what, 37 to go, guys? Hit the like button, hit the subscription button. Show us some love. All right, as we continue here to grow stronger together. Welcome, one. Welcome, all. It's about to happen. All right. And Team Canada in lane 5, I think they're well poised. Good to kind of see what is happening and just to keep the pace going. All right, so we'll definitely see what happens in this one for sure. All right, the Americans, they're in 7, and we'll see. Ghana is there. They're getting ready, and in a little bit, we'll know. All right, who is going to take this one? So they've been called to their marks. All right, let's see what the Canadian quartet will do here. They're in the, all right, set position. Off they go, clean start. First time of asking. USA running pretty hard. And Canada there. So the Americans, they made the change. The Americans, they're out and away. All right, so let's see what happens here. The Americans, they are out and away. And Canada is perhaps in the number 3 spot here as they get the baton to DeGrasse. DeGrasse is running. It's USA and DeGrasse and Canada. All right, so let's see. It's USA. Lyles take it ahead of DeGrasse. And it's the USA, Canada, Netherlands. And let's see here. It's a world leading time for the Americans, 37:29. And the Americans, they got it right here. And you can see Canada there, 37:55. They did well. I mean, a lot of those guys, they're not running as expected. So it's good to see Canada still holding on to a silver medal here in these championships. All right, Netherlands there in the number 3 spot. Ghana, and they have a national record, the Netherlands. Ghana in the number 4 spot. And Germany in the number 5 spot. Japan 6, France 7. All right, and a DNF there for the Australians. But it was a good run here. And again, you know, no team Jamaica. And Ovi, I am going to come over to you.
Yeah, brilliant run by the U.S. quartet. A brilliant run. Everything went pretty smoothly as they went around the track, and as expected, they took that one. But I tell you, the Canadian team, they have always just have a quartet that comes out and represents over and over and over again, and they did really well to come in second there. And yes, that's a good run from them. And the Netherlands had a good run as well for third place. But it's all about the Americans in this one. Brilliant run from Coleman over to Kenny. And when the baton got around to Lyles, he got that in the front position. And there's no way you're going to catch Lyles on that home stretch there. And the USA not getting the strongest competition, I would say, in this final with the Jamaicans out, but they came and delivered, and that's what it's all about. Brilliant running from them, and that's all you can ask for in the final. Good exchanges, getting the baton around safely, and they have run a world leading time in the final. Netherlands over the moon with their third place finish and totally deserved as well. So the athletes coming out and representing despite the conditions, and you have to give them really a thumbs up, some kudos for that for sure. We really appreciate the fact that they came out and did so well despite the circumstances. And we are definitely hoping that you guys are going to give us some likes and subscription too, and just to show how we have done as it related to this event here, make us proud by liking and subscribing, sharing, and continue to being a part of this platform, a safe space where we can talk about varying events, in a meaningful and forthright way. I'm coming back over to you, voices.
All right, so welcome if you're just tuning in. We just had the final race of the championships. And so the Americans, they closed out the championships very well, cupping gold in the women's 4 by 100 meters, as well as gold in the men's 4 by 100 meters. So it was definitely fantastic to watch. But for sure, we have to give Jamaica a big shout out for cupping two silver medals, right? Two silver medals. So in the 4 by 4 for women and in the 4 by 1 for women. That was definitely fantastic. I'm definitely happy for our ladies. They showed up and they showed off. And I'm going to go into the chat here. Dahlia is saying congratulations to the ladies. We are proud of them. They make our Sunday morning great. Love you, Shelly. God bless you, girl. And guys, we're going to have a celebration. All right, so a celebration for Shelly, and we want you to be a part of it. So ensure that you continue to stick and stay with us. Hit the like button, hit the subscription button, and let us just continue to grow stronger together. All right. So we want you to be a part of that. We're going to wait on Shelly to make her announcement and, for it to be official. And then we'll try to find a time when we'll do our celebration. You don't want to miss it. You want to be a part of it. So we ask that you continue to stick and stay with us so that we can continue to grow stronger together. What a championships. And we're going to zoom in as best as we can. It has been fantastic for these last few days. And the time difference for sure has taken a toll on us, but we're happy to be here, happy to get up early in the morning, as I said before, cocktail coffee, and show up for you guys and, be the best that we can in this space to ensure that you can feel some of the energy, get some of the excitement. We also get some of the drama, unfortunately, but it is what it is. What a beautiful sport, track and field. It was a long season for sure. And so we'll be here for the off season in the context of just, sharing updates with you guys. But if you follow us, we are going to switch our focus to schoolboy football. And, we're definitely going to need some rest for sure. And, then we're going to get on the field where that is concerned. It has been fantastic. Thank you so much for all your support. Thank you so much for all your love. We really, really appreciate it. But I need to go check on the medals and to see where Jamaica has ended. And just to look at the top 10 in the context of the medals, and I believe the high jump that was suspended and perhaps still running, still going. All right, so right now, all right, based on what we're seeing here in the context of the medal table, we have the US there at number one. Kenya. Are you still here? And Kenya loud and proud at number two. Team Canada in the number three spot. Four, Netherlands. Five, New Zealand, as well as Spain, Botswana. All right, and we have Portugal in eight. So because of those similar spot there, Jamaica is now in the number nine spot, but still in the top 10 there, Team Jamaica. All right, we wanted, a gold medal, but it is what it is. We're another one, but we're grateful. We're grateful for what we have and just to see the athletes showing up and lots to give thanks for. We have seen some emerging talents that we are hoping by, LA. Well, we'll have another World Championships just before LA because we'll have 2027. All right, and then that will be just before the LA game. So we'll have that to look forward to. We'll also have the LA games to look forward to. So much more to look forward to in this space. So we want to thank you so much for all your support, for being here with us. Really, really appreciate it. Ovi, do you have any final comments?
Yes, for sure. I couldn't go away without saying thanks for all the support, guys, that you have given to Voices in Education throughout this World Championship. And for all the persons who have been on board for a long time, we really appreciate having you. And for the new persons who are here, we're welcoming you to this space. Stick and stay with us. Make sure the post notification is on. And I'm sure you'll find something else on this channel that you will be interested in or you learn about and just continue to support us. We'll definitely love having you here with us. And we give you guys thanks for every like, every subscription, every share, every comment. You have made the space what it is by participating. And we definitely love having you here. And until next time, make sure you take care and walk good and continue to we will look to God for your inspiration as we do the same on this side. So take care of yourselves and we'll definitely talk soon.
All right, guys, so that's going to be it. We're going to sign out with some music. Blessings and love, everyone. Remember to stay on your course, run your own race, stay in your lane, and, continue to make it voices in education. Remember, of all the available choices, you gotta like, share, and subscribe to Voices, courtesy of the one and only Robert Millington. Thank you guys so much, and, keep your post notification turned on. You never know. And who knows too when we'll be in a city or somewhere near you. So we have hopes for this space, and we want you to be along with us on this journey. So again, of all the available choices, you gotta like, share, and subscribe to Voices. Thank you so much for making it Voices in Education. We're going to go to some music, and then we'll sign out of this one. Until the next live, take care and see you then.